All right, what's good with all you live beings out here? We're back for another very informative, inspiring, inspirational type of situation that we're going to go through today, this evening. All right, how you all feeling in on your Tuesday evening? I want to welcome you all. This information that I'm gonna drop tonight has got nothing to do with the outside world. The information that we're gonna drop tonight is that what you could deem as something being personal. All right. And the more we move into this day and time and dealing with the things that's going on in existence, the more and more I'm gonna have to realize and recognize that I need to be dealing in a personal relationship with none other than with myself. And if you're not familiar on Facebook, what the segment of what we're going to get into is about, I'm going to let you know now. We're talking about perfection, people. We're talking about moving towards perfection. All right? And on that note, we're going to listen to Cool Down by Busy Signal. We're going to get busy with it.
Feeling tipsy and the mood was right. Girl, take it easy. Hold on a verse. Went to a dance Saturday. I was feeling tipsy and the mood was right.
So I want to ask you, what's going on, people? You heard what he said, right? He was feeling tipsy, and the mood was right. How you feeling at this point in your existence?
Hold on a verse. Went to a dance Saturday. I was feeling tipsy and the mood was right. Sight a little daughter and I stepping at the corner. Cause I feel like dancing all night. So I said, cool down the pace for me, little woman. You're going too fast for me.
So I'm asking y'all, what's good, y'all? If you out there,
I said, cool down the pace
and you paying attention, get in the comment section.
That's not how
if you the type of cosmic deity that's better than God, and you're into more than what's going on in the surroundings of the world around you, get in the comment section and let me know what's popping with you.
I don't know why. No use trying, again.
We talking about Matthew 5:48 tonight, y'all. That's moving into towards perfection.
Cool on the pace for me, little woman. Rocking it too fast for me.
I think it's safe to say that there's nothing in existence more profound and better than me.
On the pace for me, little woman.
And I stand.
That's not how it should be.
I stand to be corrected. You hear me?
Rocking too fast.
I'm talking to anything and everybody. If you feel so that I'm not efficient, thorough, and off the earth, not on earth. I'm not down to earth. I'm off the earth. I'm over the earth. If you feel so that I'm not in that frequency, then you can always feel free to get in the comment section and explain to the people. You need to be explainable in your reasoning and thinking.
Keep on trying, but she can't. And then she do it how she want. Cool down the pace for me, little woman. Rocking it too fast for me. I said, cool down the pace for me, little woman. That's not how it's supposed to be.
That's not how it's supposed to be.
I said, cool down the pace. Keep on trying, but she can't. And then she do it how she wants.
And then she does it how she wants.
I'm a dumb little woman. I'm a dumb little woman. I saw she rocking it all night.
Facebook. These tunes are being played specifically for the reason of inspiring and uplifting. Okay? Let's be clear on that. For all informational purposes. And again, for informational purposes, in case you did not hear or you are unaware, you want to know that we're dealing with today in the science and mathematics of moving towards or moving into perfection. Okay? Now, some of the ideas that individuals going to have if you start moving into perfection is knowing that you're going to have to be up to individuals that is up wanting the most high wizardry. You see? You want to be the supreme warlord. As Malcolm said, the head nigga in charge. Or you want to be the grand sheikh, the grand wizard, the supreme witch. That's right. You know what the supreme witch is. You like to prefer that be the supreme bitch. But it's all the same. It doesn't matter. Bitch, witch, switch, niche, kitsch, niche. The whole idea of the science that we're dealing with here is to come into the recognition and realization as to knowing the difference between the human shit. You know what human shit is? When people get egotistic. When we start letting our egos get in the way. That's human shit. When we start letting the worldly matters weigh us down and wear us out, that's human shit. This got to become a time where you got to recognize and realize that you're walking on your own path. You're not on the path to save the humanity. You didn't come into a path of saving the black people, to save the black race. You didn't come in the path to save the white race. And all you gotta do is ask your mother. She will bear me witness that no, nigga, you came through this uni by yourself. Ain't not one of you ever come here together and the idea of that we got to suffer and go through the same things together in order to come out and turn out right. And dealing with the concept and the idea of moving into perfection, an individual must be able to see how society is seeking to control one's thoughts, especially of what they got out what is deemed as mind control. There's all types of mechanisms of how mind control is implemented and utilized. I don't want you to be tricked. And I'm going to teach you the most profound way, only if you was attentive. I ain't going to give you the watered down version. You know I ain't going to cap you up. Tell you that, oh, you should be Muslim. You should be praying 5 times a day. Or you should be Ahmadiyya. Or you should be Nuwabian. You should be Ansar Law. You should be Sufi. Oh, you should be Sunni. You should follow the Sharia of the 4 caliphs. No, you'll never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, ever, 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 never, never tell you to go anywhere other than what's inside of yourself. You will never be able to charge me up with this. You would listen, people. All this bullshit knowledge that y'all got here on earth, you better not equate me with this shit. I ain't got no certificates. I don't have a high school diploma. I don't have no degrees from this bullshit here on earth. Don't get me caught up in this. Somebody might be an overseer over this shit, and you gonna put my name in and talk about, oh, yeah, he this, that, thing, and the other upon the Eurocentric ideology in society. No, you're not gonna do that. I ain't none of that. I ain't even too satisfied that I got a driver's license. That might get me in trouble. Because you know goddamn well you don't need no driver's license to drive around unless you're driving for a company. Jack? What are some of the ways of being mind controlled? My favorite one. When it's raining outside, you let them niggas come out of the rain with their umbrella being all soaking wet, talking about, oh, it's nasty outside. That's mind control. Because I guarantee you, if I took them over somewhere in Nigeria or the River Falls or somewhere in Maui or Dubai, somewhere where they got nice, beautiful blue waterfall in Jamaica, even Haiti, you gonna talk about, you want to take pictures and everything, talking about and post it on Facebook. Oh, look how beautiful the waterfall is. You see? So it's mind control. It's not nasty outside. It's beautiful outside. Anytime it gets to be dark and the trees get full and drenched full of water and it's just coming down on you. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Huh? Even they got sense enough to make a song about it's a wonderful thing while you talking about it's nasty outside. That's mind control, people. Huh? When they showing you on TV how to remedy matters, such as breaking up a fight with a broom or a gun, that's mind control, people. That's not necessary. You see? Let me show you why they keep showing you all the time on 3 avenues of your news about people getting killed. Because that's an energy. And what it's doing is you're actually perpetuating and instituting your own madness, people. And they don't even see that yet. And the moment they see that, I guarantee you the murder rate in Philadelphia will drop drastically and dramatically. And I hold people responsible for that. And y'all know who you are. I'm not going to name you. You know the game you playing. You know. I don't need to point nobody out. If the shoe don't fit, then you sit back on the couch and get your popcorn and watch this shit. Because I'm going to expose it. That's all. And you might want some peanut chews. Yup. I heard chocolate raisins go well with popcorn too in the movie theater. So make sure you call Grubhub. Let me fix this dumb computer, this dumb AI. Let me fix dummy. I can't wait till they get the robots out, y'all, rather than the human beings. I think I could deal better with the robots than I do with the human beings. I can manipulate the robots. I can manipulate the human beings, but they give me a hard time. I don't like no feedback. Human beings is like a woman, like your wife. They want to... Shut up! The robot, artificial intelligence. Look at the terminology that they are. They're artificial. That means they're not real. So that means you can manipulate anything that's not real. All you got to do is not let them trick your psychology and upload you into the AI system. Stay home, people. Stay home. Of all the beautiful truths pertaining to the soul, which have been restored and brought to light in this age, this time in which I'm talking, I'm here talking for a specific reason. And you better recognize and realize, because you ain't paying me for it. And it ain't none of your government officials or people in the Congress or your city or anywhere on earth is paying me for this. None of your pastors, none of your liaisons, your congressmen. No. You can't touch this. I'm too sexy for my show. Too sexy for this show. Too sexy for this phone. I'm just too sexy. I'm too sexy for the headphones. I'm too sexy for this music. I'm just too sexy to be here on Earth. How many people heard that song before? I know I'm fucking it up, but it got a little relevancy to it. He was talking about how, I think it was a she. Was it a he or she? They said they was just too thorough for this shit here, yo. You got to read between the lines. It had to be breaking down so that it fit the terms in which it was being done. But once you use your first eye and you go over the radar, it was explaining to you like we're not supposed to be here. I don't even know how I fucked up and made the mistake and agreed to the assignment to come here to play with your dumb monkey asses. I'm tired of playing with y'all. You is not fun no more. None of y'all. I'm tired of all your shit. You can't. I'm tired of you. You can't play Xbox. You can't box. You can't rap. You can't do nothing no more. You can't b-ball. You're not performing nothing. You don't build pyramids. You're not the best dancers. Your science is doo-doo. Your mathematics is garbage. What's left here for the black people to do other than become the supernatural being? How many times you gonna build pyramids, my nigga? How many times you gonna be the great cooks for the white people? Huh? You wanna reincarnate again and come back and be an old great dancer for the white man? Huh? You wanna be a great football player, don't you? You wanna be the next quarterback, like Roger Staubach, huh? Terry Bradshaw. But you wanna see the nigga with some melanin in it. Don't you know you was already those things before? These niggas is copying off of you. We're going to get deep with it, man. I'm going to show you something. Y'all think it's a joke on Earth. It's not no joke. You the supreme master. You the supreme God. You the sole controller. And there's never been to anyone ever come and debate that and disagree with me, nor will they dispute, argue, or debunk what I just said. Did you hear what I just explained to the universe, people? If you want to do any inquiry to what I just made mention of, you may have to go get something up that like a Professor X to deal with me. You ain't got nobody qualified in these schools of thoughts to sit down and come and dialogue with me. Why you don't think they don't come on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel? Am I that fucking crazy that you feel as though, oh, I ain't even want to address that nigga. He smoked too much THC. No, I don't. I don't smoke enough THC. I'm breaking it down and I'm calming down. I smoke jailhouse joints now. I rolled my shit up so eighth lasted me damn near 2 weeks. Jailhouse joints is pen joints, in case those who don't know what jailhouse joints is. But that shit look like a needle, a pen. And what it does, it lowers my tolerance of THC. You see, the fatter the L's that they smoking, the more it's going to build up their tolerance for the THC. But I always got to remember that I'm going to be in control of all affairs, circumstances, and situations and events in this situation that we got popping. Because I recognize and realize that I am that of a noble individual. Always has been and always will be. And you can't even come and debate me. Because I am not even going to let you. And if you ever try to come and debate me whether I'm the greatest or not, I'm going to have to sit back and laugh. Not only at the situation, but yet both at the situation and you for being so stupid, for sitting in front of me, telling me how not great I am. Wow. How long you want to sit? I got like 4 hours. I can do this for 5-6 hours. In fact, I can give you a good work day in, nigga. I'm used to 8, 9. Some of you doing 12 hours and on a job for somebody. I can do that for myself. I could do your whole shift sitting here talking sassy shit. And then get up and go do 8 hours for your master. Ain't that a bitch? You talking about a bitch? That's a bitch. How the fuck can a nigga do that? That's what the white man wondering. He can't figure it the fuck out. Just no more than he can figure out how the fuck that young man swim over that water. Cause you know swimming takes out energy. Y'all need to put that man, the Alabama swimmer, that's the boat accident in Alabama, in a, don't put him in the Marines. Let the let the elite cosmic deity grip that being up. That's some strength right there. It takes a lot of energy to swim, people, let alone to get to the edge of the pool and then lift yourself up off of that motherfucker. And not only that, you need stamina for fighting. That's part of boxing, having stamina. He got out there and flared on everything moving out there except black. And then jumped back in and went home. Let's get that man a bell. Alabama mayor, my recommendation is that you leave the whole situation alone. I think justice was served. Just dealing, we talk about cause and effect. Let's go to the Kabbalion. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. So because there was something that was done, I believe and agree, and I think everyone around me, as jurors, will concede that all matters were remedied. We don't need to no further punish them people. Man, that lady got hit in the head with a chair. What are you going to do? Charge her for assault now on the guard? God whip that ass. You don't do that no more. We in a new age, which means a new paradigm of way that things is going to function now. Because we got different vortexes and energy pockets open where people is picking up kinetically and genetically that of their empowerment. Granted, you ain't get juiced up. Juicy mutt. Juicy mutt. You know what the juice mean, y'all? That juice was the same symbolic scenario of that of the Matrix. Remember when them people see some shit that was going on Earth that they wasn't supposed to see? What did the Men in Black do? Let me show you something, y'all, because you can't expect them to come and do it like that. They got to do it in another way. And it was through that serum, that needle. It blinded. It's blinding the people. And that was the same thing. They put them glasses on, but yet only theirs was dark. And they held that light up in front of their eye. Now you see no more what you thought you seen, and what you seen is not what you thought you saw. So Will Smith said, damn, when can I get one of them things, one of them thingies, so I can neutralize them? You're in 2023 being neutralized. I'm the first one to let you know that. Everybody else is either scared or don't know. They're scared to tell y'all that. You've been neutralized, yo. You've been neutralized. It's time for me to let you know. I've been telling you in certain ways and slowly but surely. But I can't bring it, into degrees only to the extent of what time allows me. I'll never put this carriage before the horse. I got to make sure that you're properly administrated the proper vital minerals so that you could be optimal in all your dealings in existence here. If you so will. Now, you can keep being like the monkeys and go ahead and run around here and shooting, killing people and disrespecting them. That's your choice. Nobody's stopping you. You ain't got nobody to answer to for that. There's no mystery God that's going to punish you because you didn't listen to him. No. I'm here to tell you, you cool. You good to go. But guess what? Karma is a motherfucker. Everything happens according to a law. You not here by chance or mistake. I know you wish you was. I know how much you wish there was this mystery God who created you that you could pray to and ask him or her to forgive you for all the fucked up shit that you did on earth, and then possibly you could get into heaven. You bitch ass nigga. That's that bitch shit. You scared that I can't even hang with you type of people. I don't even think you type of people. You gonna act tough down here on earth, but when it's time to deal with God and go home, or when you get sick, or when you get old, you want to start asking forgiveness and trying to find all your family members talking about, yo, can y'all love me now? No. Take the consequences and repercussions of what you put forth. I can't feel bad about that. I'm like, you're God. You must be administered your proper dosage for your activities. That ain't fair for me not to treat you that or what you wrote and brought forth with your own hands. I got to pay the consequences and repercussions of what I do, so do you. This what woke me up. This is what got me about it, the spooky God. When I had to realize, like, yo, this shit is for real down here. Either I get with the program, or I'm gonna be a ever reincarnating nigga looking for thyself. And looking for what the intent and reason and purposes is for doing what I do. I definitely ain't getting nowhere thinking that this mystery God created me. You know what I'm talking about? And they're gonna punish me after making me its greatest creation if I fuck up. Damn. You said you made everybody in the universe bow down to me, but now when I come back home, my record ain't straight. You want to send me to the hellfire. Can I get a pass? You put me down there with Satan, the same dude who you told to be obedient, and he said, fuck you. That's not fair. I'm going to earth and do what I want. That's what Satan said. Read it in the Quran. Them niggas had a conversation. Y'all ain't gonna play with me. You not gonna play with my mentality. Iblis and Allah had a conversation. Allah said, nigga, where you been? Where you going? What's going on? What's up? He said, nigga, no, I'm cool. I'm lighting my weed up. I'm good. What you need? He said, well, I need to know what you've been doing for everybody's accounted for here, except you, Iblis. All the blame and the shaitan never dream and all that old good Arabic shit that they be talking. You know, I guess the Muslims think God speaks Arabic only. So I guess Satan responded in Arabic. I'm not really a fluent Arabic speaker, and because wasn't born in Saudi Arabia or anywhere in that type of environment, I do humbly apologize. But I did read it in English, and Satan's reply was, I'm coming through the earth, trying to devour all whom I please. Do you know what? People, I ain't making this up. Please go get the Quran and look this up. You know what God said to Satan? Instead of fucking him up and destroying him and taking him off the earth and making it so that you will have a state of utopianism around here, he said, well, go ahead. He told that nigga, go ahead. But look, You ain't gonna get everybody. It's gonna be a little selected few. Listen, you could be the selected few. I could be one of the selected few. And that's all a good thing. But what about your next door neighbor? I feel sad. I don't want to be the selected few, God. That's not good, God. No. You God should have said, listen, I love my niggas. I created every last one of these niggas. There's not one nigga that you created, Satan. So you're not gonna grab nobody. Not one of these niggas that I created. So that they all got a chance to make it into heaven. That's how it should have went. Do you know China is rewriting the Bible? I told you it's going to get deep. I told y'all it was going to get deep. I'm the deep man. I go deeper than their bliss. And I don't implode either. No, I don't self-destruct. I don't explode. I expand. The deeper I go, the more I expand. I don't know why them dudes that went down there on that ship to see the Titanic didn't know that. And they had to know to say that one of them niggas was a fucking professional diver. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do y'all believe that? You believe that nigga was a professional diver going down in some tent in an aluminum foil can with an Xbox remote control? Huh? He went down there in a tuna sardine can with an Xbox remote. That's what they said. I'm only feeding off of what's been told to us. Now I may be sarcastic and taking it to the extreme, but you know what I'm talking about. They said the motherfucker wasn't like really up to par. That shit wasn't up to par. It wasn't qualified. Why y'all let them go down there if that shit was made out of plastic? Can somebody put up a check, a red check sign, number 20? Yeah, red flag. A red flag. We need red flag. Every time, here's what I want you to do in existence for this period and remaining on while you here on Earth, people. Get used to the red flag theory. Even if the news come on and that shit don't add up, make sense? You do like Martin did when he was trying to figure out who took his shit. And he interviewed everybody. Uh-huh. That's a red flag. Or how about on Medina when he was interviewing a white boy and see if he was like black girls or something? Or I think he said see if he was black. I'm not quite too sure. I just be seeing this shit as I pass through. The reason why he was doing that. But I remember old head, it's Tyler Perry. He dresses up in different characters. He said, okay. Peace, standing up. You know, like this is what you got to do with life, man. You know, a truck hitting the concrete and iron, exploding with liquid fuels in it and melts the bridge and it falls down. Put a red flag up. Because the first thing they tell the prisoners when they go in them prisons, that you're not burning down this prison. It's made out of iron and concrete. You may burn, and you can't even burn the mattresses up now. It's not, only thing that can burn now is toilet paper. They make the mattresses inflammable. And your clothes. I think they burn clothes in there, right? So what they got to do is get a big bundle cumulative, and that's not worth it. So very rarely do you ever see fires now in prisons because they make it very hard, people. So put red flags up when you hear the stupid shit going on in the world. All right? Matter of fact, let me check out Mag Bit of Truth. He just dropped something. You should be able to put the red flag up. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mag Bit of Truth too. This airway is definitely insightful and enlightening. If you ever wanted to be struck by lightning, be sure that you subscribe to what I tell you to subscribe to. Your shit will be electrified. Trust me. My mental, this is what I do. I burn up brain cells, man. I make people upset. I done seen white folks turn red just off of dialogue. I done seen white folks put a mask on just by me coming around. Because I am the corona. They know that I am the real corona. They don't believe that shit that Elon and Fauci and them was telling them. That was cloak shit. They couldn't come right out and tell you what corona was. They had to give it to the beings, the mass of people in a roundabout way. The government will never let you know exactly what the fuck is going on. Y'all should know better than that. Why you think your story is so confusing and miscomprehensible about where it came from? You don't know if it was made out of Wuhan, China, or in the laboratories here in America. They'd have killed all the doctors that told you it was made here in America. Dr. Butter. Where's Dr. Butter at? Peace, love, and light to wherever he is. Shout out to him. Let me get him a bell. Or didn't I tell you we getting popping tonight? We're going to be heated tonight, y'all. We might not be the only ones heated. Secret Intelligence and Space Force might be even heated tonight about this shit here I'm talking. I'm surprised my mic's still on. They normally cut me off. I'm normally going mute. I guess the shit is being recorded in the Vatican. Because the Vatican want to know about this shit. You see, the Pope is the head of all the three major religions, and that's Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Even Farrakhan got the answer to the Pope. Don't be stupid and think that man gonna run around here doing what he's doing, and he ain't got nobody to answer to. That's a fucking kibosh. Y'all gravely conceded if you think these people was out here running around here self-sufficient on their own, spilling the beans. No, it's a game. There's very few individuals who be out social media in this existence. Very few. You can't even count them on one hand. There is no percentage. I'm not even at liberty to explain anything other than me. That's how few it is. In secrecy that it has to be well kept, guarded. But at least you know where I'm standing at. And I'm not afraid to let you know. That's why I took the authoritative initiative to do what I'm doing. We all taking a job. I'll take this part. I'll do this part. I'm good. I like that. I say good. Let me have that. I'm paid already too. Oh yeah. Fuck them. I'll get out here. I'll talk for 24 hours if you want me to, and you ain't got to cash at me nothing. YouTube, you ain't got to pay nothing. You can record this shit all long and put it in an archive. You can put me up there with Ron Hayes, Because we, as he says, you know what I mean, Big Mama, we popping with it. We came here to do this. And the quicker you ready to get it popping, the more this shit and our people will stop suffering. Oh, I love y'all. I love my people. And I ain't talking about that black shit and that white shit and all that old shit. I'm talking about my people. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. You got love for me, I got love for you. If you take anything, let it be my love. And if you give me anything, I want it to be your love. That's my peoples. I see we got somebody in your chat and YouTube. So let's see if I can retrieve this. And I want to give them an acknowledgement. I want to send some extra energy to them. I want to truly, authentically cash at them. You see? If they cash after you in the micro, which is below, how are you getting paid in the macro, which is your above? Huh? Somebody talk like to me. Somebody talk like to me. I don't care if it's Biden or the vice president or whoever. I don't care who. If you're being paid cash at in the below, which is the micro, the physical, how are you being paid in the spiritual? You all conscious knowing beings out here. Obviously, they don't know. Your actions tells it all, people. Your body tells it all. Your eyes, the whites of your eyes, the markings of your face tells me everything you've been through. Who you lying to? Go stand your ass in the corner. You're not playing hard enough. You better off at playing lottery. You got a better chance. You got a better chance than playing me. I'm sorry. You got a better chance to hit it. I don't even hear about it no more. Come to think about it. It's been 2 days. Who hit that lottery, yo? Who hit that $1 billion? But anyways, you got a better chance than hitting that big record of the lottery than fucking with me and coming up. You're not gonna come up off of me. Are you kidding me? Oh you trying to come up off of me, kid? Let me explain something to you. You're gonna be sadly mistaken and fooled and looking real silly. And you're gonna be at like the lowest base of existence that the whole world is gonna fucking laugh at you. Real talk. You could be in a car sitting at a light and a nigga just pull up at the side door, look at you, and start laughing at you. Cause your energy, your aura around you dictates that you was fucking with the wrong nigga. I see it all the time. She been fucking with the wrong nigga. Look, her headlights is busted out, and she need new tires. And she been driving around with a fucking same tire for 30 days. And that nigga talk about, I got it, man. How you got a man and you keep putting air in your tires? I'm not insinuating anything to anyone who is ever in this particular situation. We know this shit goes on in the world, so don't think that I know you and you just so coincidentally happen. Like, oh, what the fuck? Cause how you doing it? I'm just explaining to you what Almighty God knows and sees. That's all. Don't throw me under the train because I see everything. I carry this motherfucking symbol, not you. I got to abide by this. I got to stand by this like the dope man on his fucking drug, nigga. Did you see him coming to America? Ain't no, I'm not gonna allow none of you people out here in the universe to see more than me. How about that part? Just like I did in basketball or sport. If I thought you outplayed me, I'm gonna play better than you. Basketball. I was always the tallest person. If you're taller than me and you out rebounding me, I'm going to have to out rebound you. I'm going to have to figure out how do you do it. That's just the way it goes. Because this is what I stand for, people. This is what I stand by. I may not be standing by being a cook. I may not be standing by being a nurse. I may not be standing by being a clergyman, an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, a candlestick maker, fucking cake baker, but I will stand by being an individual who is of supremacy and almighty. You hear me? That's who I am. Nate the Great. You can't take that away from me. You gotta allow me to play my part. And guess what? It's so real that the elite out here know they got to let me ride. No more than they got to do their evil work. So they don't compensate of any bad karma for what they putting out. They got to let you know when they come and destroy you or send out viruses and this, that, thing, and another. You see? So they got to let me play my part. You don't want to fuck up the whole fucking system. So it's only percentage of niggas that they gonna kill and take out. You can't take out all of us. Let's get back into the science of mathematics in which we came here tonight for. We got a lot to cover here too. And I ain't got much time to be doing this with you. I got some things to do in the later time to come. So, and what I wrote down, right, or what we had to cover, the last where I left off was how we need to be seeing how society is seeking to control our thoughts. And this is done majority by that of mind control. And you need to start learning how in the ways where, what, of how control is being implemented. All right. You must have thought, feeling, and action. That's another idea that you want to understand in order to be perfect. Let me ask you a question, people. Does anyone know the mother of perfection? Huh? What is the mother of perfection? I'm gonna give you a few minutes to think about that. Some of you wise people is going to figure it out because it's even a riddle. It's not something hard to figure out. I'm gonna give you a little hint. I'm gonna step away from the mic for a minute, to go alleviate myself and refill on some refreshments, and I may even get some more THC. So the question is, what is the mother of perfection? Think about that. Ask yourself. All right, so the hint is, it is that of what makes you perfect. All right? Matthew 5:48 states, be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. On earth, you say something makes perfect. And you're going to figure out who the mother is. I'll be back. All right, y'all, hold on. Be right back. Come right back. All right, we back. We back. I humbly apologize. I hope the tunes was nice for you.
Nobody want run summer. You know see me hot, me a done summer. Every girl I give you is a bun summer. You're the number one stunner. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction. Cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. And every year the all got the craze. Get the skate shirt, man a bless. Star boy, the girl over waist. Fire over blaze. The feel it from Hunter today. Jordan, I never seen a song to the summer yet. If you want the pen, the jewelry, and you must set. The white pie, you can take off like a fire jet. Why you get next year? Me and me by your mansion party and every girl. Smooth up and look like Barbie girl. Watch you as well, so you must move again. You confuse again. She want me to sit through you again. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me and boy not change my direction. Cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. Say that enjoy your life. Cause you only live this once and you never live twice. Oh, no. See that?
Yo, when he said you only live this once, you're not live twice, he's talking about this physical. He's not talking about the spiritual. This physical body that you see here right now, it's only gonna be one time around, B. After I rock out, after my 100 years, so I'm 100 years with this here shell, I want you to cremate it. I want you to burn it. Send it back to the dirt. I'll be done with it. I'm finished. May not live twice, but in the spiritual, in the macro, I'll live forever.
Everybody now run summer. You know see me at me a done summer. Every girl I get is a bun summer. Yeah, the number one stunner. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction, cause the girl will just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. Baby, hear the hour to Christ. Me no see a straight phone on a bless. Star boy, we all over west.
Star boy.
Jordan, we never sing a song to the song yet. The one the penalty, the range and the you must say. The white pie can take off like a fire jet. Buy a big next year, me and people a mansion party and every girl. Smooth up and look like Barbie girl. But she does not say you must smooth her girl. You confuse her girl. She want me to sit through your girl. All the hotel we make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction, cause the girl will just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. Say that enjoy your life, cause you only live this once and you get to live twice. Oh, na. See like I'm in paradise. Without
So because you only live once and you're not live twice, what you need to be doing is having a great life right now, people. Right now, you're supposed to be taking your life and recognizing, realizing that you are at your optimum and everything is lovely. Everything is lavish. You know? It's 8:06. I got things to do, but I must keep going. I must keep going. So what I want to do now is revert back to some information that I was listening to earlier. People, I have so much to give you. It's almost seems like I don't have enough time to do it. I still got to take care of my families. I got families. I'm known throughout the galaxy of having families. I don't just have a family in a particular neighborhood or in a particular city or a country, people, or a state or a world or a universe. I'm connected galactical. I already know you can't comprehend that, so don't even try to fucking figure it out. Just listen to what I'm telling you. It's not meant for you to figure it out of how I'm connected to many families. Why you think I'm so great and I got the power back with me? It's something going on that you ain't supposed to be knowing of. It's none of your business. Hence, having a personal relationship with your Lord and Savior. You always run around here and talk about, oh, I got a personal relationship with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Why you out here telling everybody about your business? You ain't supposed to have these niggas up in your business, your business. This shit be all up in your business. Chance is but a name for what niggas don't recognize and realize. It's something that makes them feel comfortable in life. Coincidence is a suitable, comfortable idea for a motherfucker who is stupid. There are many planes of causations, and they don't recognize and realize that. They don't know of any causations. And one thing for certain, two things for sure, is that nothing escapes the law. And that's the great six Hermetic principle, people. The principle of cause and effect. I got the book right here. Come on. The shit that's studied in Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and Howard, etc. And it ain't paperback. That shit is hardback. And I had it for years. And I give them away. I done gave so many away, I think they stopped printing. You can't get the Kabbalion again in hardback copy. Don't worry about it. Everything I do is suffice it on time with time. The way I threw it down there, it made the book of the back of this book better. You talking about, oh, he's destroying his material. No, he not. Where we talking about, let me show you where we got a bookmarker at. And the bookmarker reads that we are stardust meant to shine. Okay? I got to read that to you. Because see, when your life gets to this accord where everything that you touch is going to emanate greatness for you and within you, you're going to love it's going to make your phallus hard. And you women, your panties going to stay wet. When you know that you are supreme and you on time with time, and that you are in a rulership over everybody, your kundalini, that energy in your spine will continue to keep rising. And this is what the idea of semen retention is all done for. So that your panties stay wet, check, and your motherfucking phallus stay erected. She talking about, honey, why you so hard in the morning? Fellas, if you not erected in the morning just because you doing something wrong, I should put you on with one of my goddesses that I deal with called herbalists, alchemists. But I don't think y'all ready for her. I'll post her up sometime in the future just because I'm thinking about it. Because y'all going to get ready for her, whether you ready for it or not. I'm going to make you ready for her. Sometimes God got to push your ass along. Right, come on now. Come on now. Move it along, run it along. Some of you people are so thick-headed and hard-headed. You need somebody to literally beat you. And you like it like that. You love it. Some of you like if I put my hand and put you on my lap and start slapping on your gluteus maximum. You would like that shit. That shit tickled you. That's crazy. And what I'm doing is disciplining you. You try and go some freak shit. Y'all be say, ow, ooh, you slapping me on my ass. Let's get back into the science, y'all. Shall we? So we left off as, listen, you're going to have to recognize what's going on in the world. Look, social media is so empowering that it is so many people with money has taken over it so they could do what they want with your mentality. You're going to have to need to pay attention so you don't get caught up. I don't know what better way to explain this. So I figured that I just smoke some herb and sip on some wine and spirits and go for what I know. This is what I've learned coming up. Y'all don't know that I used to pass a drunk person on the way to school in my early years that used to talk to me. My mother didn't even know that for it. Well, she knew she knew the man, but she told me to stay away from him. But she never knew that I did stop and listen to some of the things that he had to say. Cause y'all know how boys are with their mom. We defiant. We like to see why mom don't agree with what she said don't do. You know, you gotta test the water. It's different with fathers. If the father, and you gotta keep in mind, I didn't have a father around at my young youth and age. No type of father whatsoever. Mom did a great job then in feeding me, clothing me, and sheltering me. The rest of the shit, you gotta figure the fuck out on your own. This what's meant where they say woman can't be the father. No, she can't. She can't. Her job is to make sure that that titty is in your mouth. You got a roof over your head, and you ain't outside asshole naked. If those three things are accomplished, your mother did a fine job with you. You better not ever be upset at her, and you better take care of her to her leaving day in the physical here on earth. I don't give a fuck if you ended up in jail and you stupid as hell. That's not your mom's fault. Her job is just to make sure you ate, nigga. You fat, ain't you? Look at you. You obese. You obesity. So she did real good. So what, you wore the same pants every day? She went out and got them joints so you wouldn't be asshole naked outside and they laugh at you because you got a little wee wee. Huh? So what, you didn't get oxtail, chicken gizzards, pig feet and such. But she made sure you ate. I don't care if it was syrup on some white bread or mayonnaise. Huh? So and that, for that much, you got to give your mother credit for what took place in your existence. For she fulfilled her obligation. And not only that, she brought you safely and successfully into this motherfucking paradigm that's fucked up. And if you knew any better, you probably be mad at her because she didn't shove you the fuck back up into her. You talking about you want to bring kids into this world. You better make sure that they coming into the enlightenment of being enriched and empowered. That of like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. I sure hope you niggas don't want to come back to a nigga that's born somebody in North Philadelphia working at DuPont, World Flavor Center, a job agency. Ain't that a hell of a life? Now you got to worry whether it grow up, worry about whether you gonna be successful in life or not. If you can make it out of the Martin Luther King High School without being shot or stabbed. So at this point, I want to go to a video that I was watching earlier, people. So I'm multitasking, people. Please forgive me. It's just something that I'm capable of doing. I don't mind doing it but I'm gonna keep it real strictly with you. I'm right back at it. Okay. So like I said, I want to play this video. Right. I was watching this shit earlier, so I thought that it would be useful and helpful with the upliftment of where we at in this day and time. So I wish to play it. All right. I'm not. At first I was going to show it visually, but then that would take too much of what I'm doing with my system that I got set up. So because I didn't feel like switching up the system, what I wish to do though is play the video, and we're going to listen to the ideas of that. You are the creator. All right. So we're going to weigh in on this. I'm going to play it nice, clear, and loud. And that way, you can fully understand the concept in which I'm bringing to the table. Let's see. I can't find it. And that's important for us to have a clarity as to what's taking place in and of what we are doing. Right? A lot of people are doing shit in life and they don't know what the fuck they doing. They're not clear on why and how they doing what they doing. So most people are doing it just so that they can feed their family. That's what they tell you. Oh, I do this so that I can pay my bills. I do this so that I can feed my family. Why can't I find this shit, man? What the fuck? See, this is supposed to be in my... All right, let's put some music on right quick while I pull this up, people. Give me a minute, all right?
Everybody want run summer. You see me at me, I done summer. Every girl I give is a bun summer. You're the number one stunner. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction, cause the girl just fly. Every sound on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl, they need a cooperation. You know the mansion in the sky. Oh baby, you got the Christ. Me no see a straight woman, man a bless. Star boy, the big girl up her waist. Fire over blaze. The feel it from months and today. Jordan, me never seen a song to this summer yet. If you want the bend, the news and you must set. The white body can take off like a jet. Why you get next year? Me and give a your mansion party and every girl. Smooth up and look like Barbie doll. But she does not say you must lose her girl. You confuse her girl. She want me to sit through your girl. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction, cause the girl they just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl they need a cooperation. You know the mansion in the sky. I say that enjoy your life, cause you only live this once and you get not live twice. Oh, na. Feel like I'm in paradise with all these sexy ladies around me. The girls that surround me, chilling in the shade, a glass of lemonade, quenching my thirst. My haters feeling burns so hard. And I enjoy the fruits of the flavor. And this is what we neighbor. Partying forever. Yeah. Everybody want run summer. You know see me at me, I done summer. Every girl I give is a bun summer. You're the number one summer. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my fans. See me at me, I done summer. Every girl I give is a bun summer. You're the number one summer. Call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me a boy not change my direction, cause the girl just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl, they need a cooperation. You know the mansion in the sky. Baby, you know got the Christ. Me no see a straight woman, man a bless. Star boy, a big girl up her waist. Fire over blaze. The feel it from Huntsville today. Jordan, we never sing a song for this summer yet. The one the bend, the reason you must say. The white pie can take off like a fire jet. Why you bet next year? Me and people a mansion party and every girl. Smooth up and look like Barbie doll. But she loves all, so you must lose a girl. You confuse a girl. She want me to switch through your girl. All the hotel we make my reservation for my final destination. Me and boy not change my direction, cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl, them in a corporation. We know the mansion in the sky. I say that enjoy your life, cause you only live this once and you get not live twice. See like I'm in paradise with all these sexy ladies around me. The girls them surround me. She call the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me and boy not change my direction, cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. Maybe you got the Christ. Me no see a straight woman, man a bless. Star boy, the girl of her waist. Fire over blaze. The feel it from Huntsville today. Jordan, me never sing a song for this summer yet. The one the bend, the reason you must say. The white pie can take off like a fire jet. Why you bet next year? Me and people a mansion party and every girl. Smooth up and look like Barbie doll. But she loves all, so you must lose a girl. You confuse a girl. She want me to switch through your girl. All the hotel we make my reservation for my final destination. Me and boy not change my direction, cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl, them in a corporation. You know the mansion in the sky. I say that enjoy your life, cause you only live this once and you get not live twice. See like I'm in paradise with all these sexy ladies around me. The girls them surround me. Chilling in the shade, a glass of lemonade, quenching my thirst. My haters feeling worse, worse so hard. And I enjoy the fruits of the labor. And this is what we neighbor. Partying forever. Yeah, hear me. Everybody want run this summer. You know see me at me I done this summer. Every girl I give me is a one this summer. Yeah, the number one summer. All the hotel to make my reservation for my final destination. Me and boy not change my direction, cause the color just fly. Every song on every radio station. Black girl, white girl, every nation. Me and the girl in a corporation. You know the man.
All right. So let me bring that idea, right, of how we manifest and bring things into existence. All right. First, you're going to have the thought. This is imperative. You got to have the thought of that what you want in existence. After having the thought of what you want in existence, it's going to be necessary for you to have that of a desire. You're going to have that feeling. A feeling followed by thought. There's more up the pot, the stew. It makes the electrifying aspect of the ether realm more energized. And then once you start to move out physically in the idea of what you plan, will determine how fast you bring it to fruition that or what you have been thinking. It's just that simple, people. There's no mystery guide. There's not a mystery formula as to how your life is unfolding. I'm simply breaking it down plain and clear. And if you need to know on another terms of basis, then you should go to school and pay somebody to tell you the same fucking exact thing that I'm telling you. You can pay all that money and go to Harvard and Princeton and Yale and Temple if you want. That's solely up to you. And you can take adhere to some beings that's over the radar, that's on Earth here strictly for a specific reason, and that's to raise the consciousness of the entity. The whole entire goddamn puzzle. That's how powerful I am. I'm not just picking and choosing or liking that over black people. I'm so godly I can deal with you all. White, black, Puerto Rican, Czechoslovakian, Russian, etc. Alien. You could be from fucking Uganda, deep in the Amazon jungle, under earth, over the earth, or in the mountains, in the mounds. If you got sense enough to sit down and dialogue, we can do this. I'm not hard to learn. I'm not hard to get along with. So at this time, I want to play a video. All right. This video is going to be in the idea of acknowledging how and what I've been telling you for so long, that you are a creator. And this is one of the truths of the universe. All right. Let's take a listen to this.
If I lost it all and I had to start from scratch, here's what I do to get back to 6 figures a year in 4 steps. So step 1, I'd go on Amazon and search for book topics that are making good money and have less than 20 reviews.
You notice how everybody want to get to just 6 figures a year?
Your imagination is able to...
Why is that? Why don't you want to get to 7 figures? Why don't people want to get to 9, 10-digit figures a year? Is that not realistic? Is it too unrealistic? And we can only imagine that going to 6? That sounds like a ritual to me. But let's make it move.
If we could access, let's say, 20% of our brain's capacity,
If you want to have something show up in your life, the kind of person you would like to become, manifest something new into your life, something powerful, whatever it might be, you obviously must first be able to imagine it. Your imagination is able to do all that you ask in proportion to the degree of your attention. So, what kind of attention do you place on your desires?
That's the question. What type of attention do you place on your desires?
Attention, do you all that you ask in proportion to the degree of your attention? So, what kind of attention do you place on your desires?
And the reason why this is important, because your desires is what takes control of you as a being. And there's an old ancient Ethiopian proverb that comes to mind that goes that states that a A fool satisfies their desires, but a wise person eliminates them. You see? So this, you might want to consider that. You might want to hold that jewel in the subconscious or in the back of your mind, so that later on in life you can find some use to that. I know I am at this point in time.
What kind of attention do you place on your desires? Einstein's most famous quote, one of his most famous observations, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge.
Einstein said that. Now, you better know Einstein got that from somebody else. I ain't got Einstein smart enough to be quoting some shit like that, and y'all talking about that he made that shit up. Not nobody that's walking around with looking crazy with their tongue sticking out. You can't tell me that a man that you got depicted with his tongue hanging out his mouth quoted some wild shit like that. That's something that he read or somebody else told him. Nevertheless,
Einstein's most famous quote, one of his most famous observations, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge.
Imagination is more important than knowledge, for the simple fact, knowledge is just temporarily. Knowledge is just something that's agreed upon by more than one person. That's it. Knowledge is just some shit that to get it along, go along gang. But imagination is that what is real. Because after I leave you with all your beautiful said knowledge, guess what? I'm in my own world, and all that shit you was talking don't amount to nothing. When I'm in my room, when I'm in my cave, when I'm all alone, when I'm doing my thing, you might be breaking down knowledge how semen retention is a good thing. It makes a nigga more powerful and be able to knock out a gorilla. But when I'm all alone and in my room, I might got some female or something with me where I need to be getting that thing off. You see? So you can talk all that knowledgeable shit that you want. Make it move.
Einstein's most famous quote, one of his most famous observations, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited.
See?
Imagination
is everything.
Encircles the world.
Listen.
Imagination is more important.
Don't hit that heart button.
Famous quote, one of his
Don't hit that like button.
He said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world.
And knowledge ain't even fucking real for real. It dissipates after a while. What's once was knowledgeable at some point in time is going to be useless and not knowledgeable, good for nothing no more. You had the knowledge of how to operate a goddamn beeper. And if I didn't know, you was quick to break it down to me how this thing operates. But guess what? Beepers aren't around no more. So all that good shit that you knew, it wasn't really worth nothing. Because now it's irrelevant. You can't use that knowledge of how to operate a goddamn telephone booth in Philadelphia. We don't have telephone booths.
He said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Logic will get you from A to B.
That's it.
But imagination will take you everywhere.
You see? Knowledge is going to get you your 6-digit figures you're looking for. But you got to pay for it. You got to go to college. But you ain't got to pay for it sitting back in your room and contemplating where you wish to be in the next 10 years. You ain't got to pay for that. Don't let them deceive you and don't let them trick you. You better not ever give a penny up for your imagination, because somebody might try to hustle you for that from this point on. Now that I'm bringing it to everybody's attention. You know, they making money off of air. They make money off of water. They making money off of everything. So they'll try to make money off of imagination. Trust me.
Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
All right?
That would
Did you understand what he said? Let's listen to that again.
take you everywhere. Circles the world. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Now, what did we say earlier in the stream? In order to bring something into fruition, what did I say? You got to first have the thought, the feeling, and then that action. Ain't that what I said? And the more powerful, sincere that feeling and action becomes, the quicker and more the idea will come into fruition or manifestation. Are we clear on this? People, I'm not going to go on no further if you're not clear on what I'm explaining here. This shit is I'm breaking it down so even that a third motherfucking grader can understand what I'm talking about. I'm not using no goddamn college professional words here. Like I'm Naeem Akbar or W.E. Du Bois or fucking Professor Griff or somebody. I'm speaking so that even a 2-year-old can comprehend what the fuck I'm talking about here. So I don't need you acting like you don't know how to become supreme. Let me send some energies out to some people. I want to talk to that of this individual of Cali Kamara. I'm sending energies out to her. I'm sending some energy out to Sabrine. I see you, young lady, looking extraordinary, phenomenally well. Keep doing what you do. To my sister, Savon Burkett, never forget, 8810. That's my people. Peace, love, and light. This is how we rise. We give a heart up to that. All right? So, we also want to send some energies out to Miss Beverly Watson for dropping a portfolio of the young generation of my family, which is female. I hope I'm saying it right. I sometimes get it twisted and mixed up. It could either be the yin and the yang. Nevertheless, we're talking about my herbs, that which I proceed from. My mother, grandmom, sisters, and Beverly Watson, she dropped a portfolio of that individuals on her Facebook page. So we definitely want to give a heart up to that right there. I'm talking about, yeah, that's how I got to do it. I'm always authentic, people. I'm never down to earth. So don't ever think that I'm down to earth. I'm not your down to earth type of nigga. Real talk, y'all. I'm not. Fuck Earth. I don't like you earthly ass niggas, and I don't like the shit that y'all be doing. It's dumb. All the way to your clubbing and even your eating habits. Fucking restaurants is nasty and dirty. Say, let me stop rapping. I ain't gonna rap on this shit down here. But y'all know it's fucked up though, right? I ain't the only one that see this shit. We just deal with it because we want to be acting like we civilized. Oh, let me get dressed up and go to IHOP. Can I get some pancakes? Oh, what kind of... Y'all got me in my fucking bag now. I'm in my bag. I'm gonna get my bag. What would you like for today, miss? Oh, can I get a 5-stack and some maple syrup? Would you like bacon with that? Yes, turkey bacon. like you know that it's going to be some turkey bacon brought to you. Real talk. I question that shit. I go to restaurants and I be ordering chicken some shit. And when I take my fork and knife and I cut the chicken open, that don't look like chicken. Let's make this video move.
That which you feel yourself to be, you are. And you are given that which you are. So assume the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of your wish, of the wish fulfilled. Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
So you want to see your future already happening right now. Fuck waiting for it tomorrow and stop praying to some mystery God to fulfill it. It's okay if you believe in a mystery God, but right now they are not operative and powerful enough in this day and time. We need to make shit pop now. And if I'm doing it, popping it now, then goddamn it, you better do it too. That God is going to see me later. I already told him or her. You not doing nothing right now. I'm saving lives. I'm telling niggas corona's not real. Ain't no fucking airborne diseases flying around here contaminating you. And you putting on some shit apparatus on your face that makes you look like a goddamn idiot. Talking about I'm protected from a virus. No. You not. Not if it's airborne, you idiot. You need an oxygen tank in order to not be contaminated. You need air separate from that of what it's airborne in. Let's make it move.
That which you feel yourself to be, you are. And you are given the wish fulfilled. That which you feel yourself to be, you are. And you are given that.
And see, that's dangerous to tell somebody like me. Because that's almost like the same thing my kindergarten teacher said. What the fuck you want to be when you grow up, nigga? I said a guard. She sent me to the principal office. Because I was born in the 60s. So they still thought like that. They may not have put it in those words. But the energy and the way it was question was presented was in my mind, what the fuck you want to be when you grow up, nigga? And if your answer ain't right, you going to be reprimanded. And that's what happened. I caught an ass whipping. Mom beat me with extension cord. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know I don't lie about nothing. I might joke and play some games. I might post posters where it may be a little humor to it, but it's some authenticity to it. Anything and everything that I'm doing. I'm not a joker. I never told a joke in my life. I don't know jokes. I don't know none of black man and a white man and a Chinese man. That's dumb. Man, I used to hear that shit in school. I used to run from them niggas. Get the fuck away from me. White man, Chinese, black man. I forget. I know I'm not even quoting it right. That's to go to show you. I don't remember. I don't do that. You want to hear a joke? No, I don't want to hear a joke, nigga. The teacher talking. Stop trying to disrupt me and distract me. I had to pay attention whether I knew more than the teacher or not. Because she was up there or he was up there talking some bullshit. Talking about the earth. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. I was 3 years old and I said, that's some bullshit. The sun neither sets nor does it rise, you dumbass teacher. Where you get your degree from? Russia? Because at that time, that's the only place that was giving it out. They wasn't giving out degrees in America to a certain point in time. When them niggas had to get degrees, they had to leave this country. Look it up. I ain't lying. I'm not making this shit up. I think it was Russia. Don't quote me on that. But you will find out if you Google it. Matter of fact, let me be factual here. Let me see if I can access that information. In 1930, where did a person had to go to get a degree? Where were degrees initially given? Where were degrees initially given? Where were degrees initially given? I'm gonna have to type this dumbass shit. I hate when it don't want to cooperate. Where were degrees initially given? It's still stupid, ain't you, you dumb fuck? That's all right. I'm patient enough to give it to you from the raw side. I've been doing this as long as you've been in existence, so you don't fuck with me. I fucks you. That's what you tell this shit. That way you don't get upset and get all mad. Because it's you speaking clear English. You can either quiet it down or speak it loud. It's still gonna fuck up. It's intelligent, people. And right now, it's not supposed to be letting you get what I'm giving you. That's their job. That's the robot job. Oh, by the year 3000, I'm going to teach y'all how to peep game. Trust me. This is what I'm here for. So what was my question? The degrees, right? Maybe we can look it up on another source. This might be too dumb. Let's go to this source right here. But then again, y'all won't be able to hear it. So we're going to have to do it here. All right, so we got a lot of ideas on degrees, and I'm pretty sure by now those who are here with me and following with me already done did their research and study. So I don't know what you have coming up with, but I gotta come up with a lot of degrees. So I think it's gonna have to be more specific of what I'm wanting to bring out here, and that is the idea of like teachers, your doctor's degrees, your master's degree, your PhD degrees. All these degrees initially you couldn't achieve here in America. You had to go abroad. All right. So I don't want to do too much time and looking and spending and looking that up. But I'm going to say that you'll find that it is a beautiful subject to discover, and you may in the future want to look up and get into the idea of how degrees actually manifested itself here in America. I'm pretty much sure that you find it pretty shocking. All right. So, and having said that, at this time, what we want to do is go over to this of the mag bit of truth. All right. And I think the mag, what he did was drop a video a couple hours ago. I want to weigh in on that. All right. So let's go to the mag's latest video. And he's making mention of this is how our world is going to end. All right, so I want to say at this time that I'm not saying that because I'm playing this video, this is something that I'm resonating with, nor am I going to indicate that this is my belief system, for I do not believe in anything. The only thing that I accept and know of is that of what I'm doing in and of and for myself. All right, so this video that I'm about to play has no bearings on anything of what I'm doing in existence. It's just strictly being played for informational purposes. All right, people? And with that, we're going to make the mag bit of truth move. And it's titled, This is How Our World is Going to End. Let's weigh in on this.
I got getting on with another breakdown. Yes, we're going to talk about the supposed weather, this bad weather that's going on. And I already told you all disaster they're showing you right here coming for the masses. And I'm going to show you that this earth right here is going to be destroyed. And the reason why they can do this and get away with it, killing off a lot of people with these supposedly natural disasters, which I tell you is not natural, all created by the supposedly people that control you here on earth. You understand that? The fallen angels, bloodlines, they're the one who doing these things to destroy the masses. And I already tell you, it's all about depopulation, and they're already almost close to their number, which is 500 million. So when they keep telling you about the global warming, that they're packing up the masses' head with every chance they get, they're only telling you that so you upset the disaster that's coming. You understand that? And they plus they tell you it's you caused the global warming by whatever footprint you left on Earth. So yes, these people gonna hide under the global warming supposedly trend or the agenda just to destroy the masses with more disasters. We go get into this right here and break it down. And you tell me if you see this where you at. Yes, any kind of disaster can destroy the people. That's how they depopulate the people without nobody understand or know about it. Pay attention here.
Later this afternoon and tonight for widespread destructive winds
hail, and possibly some
Listen.
tornadoes.
Mhm.
This includes parts of a half dozen states. List them all: Tennessee, North Carolina,
And
Virginia.
one thing you need to understand, this is the first thing you need to get through your head, people. Yes, these people actually doing it. That's why they know exactly where it's going, when it started, and everything else. And like I said, they can break it down to you and tell you what kind of element gotta mix for you to get these deadly, supposedly disasters. That means they can do it 100%. They're spraying some kind of chemical in the element to get you these supposedly disasters. That's why you see the supposedly chemtrails 100% in. Pay attention.
West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
big cities like Knoxville,
Listen.
Tennessee, Richmond, Virginia, Baltimore, even our nation's capital
Mhm.
are going to be at risk. We have winds that
Uh-huh.
could be exceeding 80 miles an hour today.
Listen, people, 80 miles per hour wind. Why would that be coming to in these places? Why? How can you track the wind and where it gonna end up? How many miles it gonna reach at a certain point? I already told you that's because it's all fixed. The whole thing, 100% in. Listen.
This is the highest severe threat for DC in 10 years.
Uh-huh.
The last time we were under a level 4 out of 5 threat
Listen.
was back in June of 2013. Now, back in 2019, we had a significant wind threat. But when we look at
the numbers too. I want y'all to be paying attention to these numbers. 2013, 2019. All right. These numbers is not by chance or coincidence either. I want you to keep in mind, everything is everything. Down to the scientific and mathematical terms of what's taking place here in the binary code of what you call Earth. Move.
the all-encompassing threats that we have today, to see that pink shade that we have from parts of Western Virginia all the way right up into our nation's capital, to include portions of Maryland.
So you hear that, people? So you tell me, how could this right here be something that's naturally just happened, and these people can track it down, make shades, and break it down for you to understand? What do you think, people? It's all a design plan, and like I said, you're living in a controlled environment. Just keep that in mind. All these things that's happening was created by the peoples who control you. They're the one who doing all of this shit. Yes, the rain fall from the sky, but what they mix with that element to give you tornadoes, to give you hail, to give you snowstorm, blizzard and everything. What do you think? I already told you, you're in control by the peoples.
This is a
right here.
concerning trend. I mean, over the weekend, it was quite active through the Midwest.
Yes,
And all
you
of this
see? There
working
you go.
together.
Mhm.
A town, for example, of Kincaid, Illinois, a multi-vortex tornado formed yesterday near that city.
Vortex.
It was over mostly rural areas,
Mhm.
but we've had nearly 500 severe reports from
Listen.
Friday into Sunday. 14 reports of just tornadoes.
You hear that, people? And the tornadoes will turn these houses into rubble. No doubt about it. There's no supposedly bricks and them things can stop it. Those supposedly stick house. They build house out of sticks. That's what it is. So now when they make these tornadoes, it's gonna be destructive. Leave you out of your home. No doubt about it. This is a plan. Design plan.
We
Bam.
still have damage surveys that are to
Yeah,
be
right,
done.
the
This
plan.
was that video out of Kincaid, Illinois. It was a significant storm to watch.
Look at this.
Prior to this one on Saturday in the town of Bering, Missouri, we had an EF2 tornado.
So who is really sitting there recording this shit right here, people? And like I say, they have name for them, EF and all of them shits, because they create it 100%. They can track it, every move it make, because they're the one who put it together. Watch.
Through. So the atmosphere that we're dealing with, at least as we
Atmosphere.
gear up for today's threat,
Mhm.
is significant. And it has the threat of us dealing with tornadoes. I know the highlight is the wind. The wind's going to be a big deal, but the tornadoes,
Highlight.
we can't sleep on that either.
That's right. You know, anytime the Storm Prediction Center calls a system complicated, it's a complicated active severe weather system that we're watching, you need to be mindful of that. You need to keep an eye on the radar, keep an eye to Fox Weather, and have that safety plan in place.
So you see that, people, you need to keep your eye on Fox Weather. They tell you right here, because it's Fox News right here giving you a Fox Weather
Listen.
live. We
Right.
have a weather channel also. But one thing I tell you, people, if you follow these people, you're gonna be in trouble. So, like I say, they make deal with you and these supposedly
You're gonna be in
twisters,
trouble.
and they actually watching them, following them, and then they tell you to run. You see that right there? Like I say, people control the environment. It's like animals in zoo. They give us the environment and everything in it.
Things are going to start unfolding as we head into the afternoon hours. A lot of folks are going to be heading home from work. It's that evening commute that's going to be impacted the most and taking us into the evening hours in general. We look at where things are right now. We do have some storms starting to pop up across parts of western Pennsylvania, Punxsutawney over towards Pittsburgh. That's where we're getting in on some of those thunderstorms. But Stephen, as we head through this afternoon, this particular area is that warm sector. We are right between two boundaries, two fronts, where we can start to really see the instability put in place and these storms really start to fire up.
The instability
Put in place. Did you hear that? Listen, y'all gotta pay attention. Who the fuck put them in place?
And these storms really start to fire up. Particular area is that warm sector. We are right between two boundaries, two fronts, where we can start to really see the instability put in place and these storms really start to fire up.
The instability put in place, so they know what kind of temperature and everything.
No, of course they do.
To flow. You don't understand. That's the way they do it.
No, they don't.
It's all a design plan. Right here to ruffle the people right here. They have to get up and move.
Wanna ruffle the
They
people.
tell them ahead of time to
You gotta ruffle the people.
Now take a look at this right here in Beijing.
Look, how many of y'all think Donald Trump is going to court? Don't you know there's half of the world population that believe that that man is going to court and is on trial and being charged for shit? If you can't figure that shit out, that it's a big game and a psyop, man, that's crazy. Let's make it move.
In China right here, and remember, they always start the damn destruction right there, just like they give you with your COVID. Pay attention to this right here. This could come to your city at any point, even if you live somewhere that never flooded before. These are new times, just like you see record heat killing off the people. When it's winter time, record cold, yes, people die. The same thing now, they're gonna flood you out. That's what it is. Just keep the biblical flood that they tell you about in mind, the way they can destroy people, and you just blame it on the global warming. That's it. Remember, all of these things that they show in your flood and everything, they're gonna tell you it's global warming. So pay attention. Look at this. There you go. Look at this right here. Look, cars swallowed up by these waters right here. And like I say, they can let it rain for weeks. And this is what you're going to end up with right here. Nobody's safe from these disasters that they got planned in the end times. Remember, they can end the world with water. Like they tell you that the Creator tell you it won't destroy the earth with water again. But they trick you. You understand that? It's all games they're playing. What they tell you coming up, you're never going to be understanding what hit you when you see these disasters. Pay attention. You see that? How can you live in these kind of water right here, covering cars, halfway in homes and everything? Pay attention. This is what you're going to see worldwide. Take a look. The whole place swallowed up with water. And remember, they tell you already that New York going to flood because of the supposed ice glacier melting, rising the water, supposedly level, and New York gonna flood. So take a look at what's coming. Yes, don't be making it foreign to you. This can happen anywhere in the world, at any point. And like I say, a good way they have planned to destroy the masses without people suspecting that it's them doing it. 100%, like I said, that's how they depopulate the people. You could have thousands of people die at the same time. Nobody pay attention because it's just rain and flood. See that? Pay attention. Look. That's roof.
And these rushing waters will.
All right, so what you want to do, if you want to look at what's going on here, you want to subscribe to Mag Bitter Truth Official. All right, and title of the video on YouTube is "This is how our world is going to end." Again, I'm not saying that I'm subscribing to the idea of the title or getting into the ending of the world and all this old things of what the mag is bringing. I'm strictly showing you this for the point of being aware, being focused, and recognizing, realizing what's official and what isn't, what's psyop, okay, and what isn't. Because you got to keep in mind, people. My elder told me there was a saying that my elders had, and it's been a saying for a very long time. And that is, you're not to believe, what is it? None of what you hear and half of what you see. Huh? You ever sat in a circle in kindergarten or first grade or second grade, and the teacher told you that Chucky went to the store to get him a pack of 9-laters, and you were to pass the story along? And by the time they got back around to the end of the circle, it was Crystal who picked up a gallon of milk. So you think people could get a story right from just yesterday and hundreds of years ago when you can't even get a story right within 5 minutes? Come on, who you think you playing with? When I'm telling you that I'm of the elite, that's what the heck I'm telling you. I see clearer than most. I know what's going on that you don't know. And that's cool. That's safe to say. I don't know how to play basketball. I'll give you that. You do that better than me. I don't know how to shoot pool. I'll give you that. You do that better than me. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to play chess as good as you. But there's something that I do that is great. And that's peeping and pulling out and pointing out the bullshit. Among other things.
And these rushing waters will take homes and everything, cars gonna be washing past in these things right here. This is destruction, no doubt about it. Like I say, they show you these things in China to let you understand it can show up at your doorstep. That's the reason why they do it. Right here, let's get used to it. Yes.
And anything that they showing you, even from China, that shit ain't real. That shit is psyop. All the way to the beginning of the pandemic when you seen niggas falling and dropping out on national television. That's some bullshit. That shit wasn't real. Don't be scared and faked out by that. Why that shit only happened in China? And after that, the pandemic and the illness and sickness was still carrying on. Even got more prominent. But nobody wasn't falling out no more though like that. Huh? Keep your eye open.
There you go. That's what they do.
Not one person in America fell out like they was doing in China from the coronavirus. What? Because it was made in Wuhan? I guess it was at its potency. That shit was powerful. Woo! That was a powerful motherfucking piece of corona coming up out of them goddamn bats. Was it bats? Or what was it? And they got over there that was supposed to allegedly infected with coronavirus. What the fuck is a coronavirus? That's some shit that's sound like it got a patent number to it that's made in a laboratory. Oops, I think it does. Let me be factual. Does the coronavirus have a patent number? I said, does the coronavirus have a patent number? Oh, they talk about didn't hear that. Try again. I'm sure you didn't, you motherfuckers. Yeah, you won't pick that shit up, what? I bet it. Watch this. It's gonna pick this up. Watch this, y'all. Watch this shit. What's the best twerking video? Look. Look. There you go. I'm gonna put this one on. It come up. I wish I could show y'all this shit. And she bad too. That's the best. I love it. But you won't tell me who the fuck started the coronavirus, would you? Oh my God. Let me cut her off. She gonna distract me. I'll be back, baby. I'll be back. Let me cut this off. Excuse me for that. I don't know why I did that. I should have asked something else. Y'all know how I get when it comes to these women. I get sick. I do. And I let the adversary know that that's the weapon they can use against me. But if you do that, it won't work. That's the only time where I'm going to get mad. And I might beat her up and kick her out. So don't get your bitch fucked up. Talk about, oh, women is his weakness. If I think that you utilizing her like you did Mike Tyson, I'm going to beat the crap out of both of y'all. And I'm going to give her some good love. And send her home to you with 2 black eyes. It's like I'm just joking. I ain't gonna black her eyes. You know, ladies, I don't beat y'all. I don't hit no woman. Never did. There's not a woman on the planet that ever could tell her that I hit her. You know, that's a good thing for me. I pride in that shit. Oh, except my sisters. My sisters, I apologize, but y'all know I was reprimanding that ass. Y'all was some bad. My sisters is bad. They rougher than me. And I got like 6 sisters too. All of them, all different personalities and character too. Yeah. All my male friends love my sisters. Each one, if I show you one of them, you talking about, oh, who that? Can I do this? Can I do that? No, nigga. You can't do nothing. That shit better unfold without me knowing. So my question was, right? Well, damn, what was my question? I forgot my question. I think it was the initiate or something. What was it? Man, it'll come back to me. Let's get on with this information. That's what we're going to do right now. Man is always the master, even in his weaker and most abandoned state. All right? I want you to realize that, people. Man is always the master, even in his weaker state. And most abandoned state. But in his weakness and degradation, he or she is the foolish master who misgoverns his household. So when he begins to reflect upon his condition and to search diligently for the law upon which his being is established, he then becomes the wise master, directing his energies with intelligence and fashioning his thoughts to fruitful issues. Such is the conscious master. So stop listening to these people that tell you that you cannot be a master, nor can you master yourself. Tell them Nate the Great said you full of shit, and that you're going to work your way on, even if they want to accept it or not, to be the master and sole controller of at least your own life and destiny. You ain't got to be so strong and powerful as me as to control the whole goddamn galaxy. You'll get your turn. Don't move so fast. Take one step at a time. First, you need to deal with you, nigga. You need to deal with your ego. You niggas can't even get past to deal with your ego, let alone to be controlling other entities and things in existence. How you can't even control your children. Your children don't listen to you. I hear them. My lady told me the other day. She heard some mother tell the child this, and the child said, "Who gonna make me?" I said, "Damn." The child asked the one who created her, who will make her, out of all motherfuckers that can make her. That's some bullshit. You got to give these kids credit today. When you ask the nigga who made you, who is gonna make me? That's like me with this mystery guy. Y'all know we don't get along. I call that nigga out any given moment, and it still haven't come to this day, and it's been over 50 years I've been doing this shit. So you know I'm exact, black, correct, and precise on time with what the fuck I'm doing and talking. I'm not gonna let nothing get in my way. It's been over 50 years. And I didn't find no relief or a state of my oddness until I started accepting and believing in myself. That's just me. You'll get your turn. Maybe it's your calling right now to believe in Mickey Mouse. So only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds obtained. And man and woman can find every truth connected with their being. You hear me? Not outside of themselves, nowhere. Not at an artifact, not in the monument, not in the art museum, somewhere. Only within their being. And if he or she will dig deep into the mind, M-I-N-E, not the M-I-N-D, but the M-I-N-E of their soul, and that he or she is the maker of their character, the molder of their life, and the builder of their destiny, he or she may unerringly prove if he or she will watch, control, and alter their thoughts, tracing their effects upon themselves, upon others, and upon their life and circumstances, making cause and effect by patience, practice, and investigation, and utilizing their every experience, even to the most trivial everyday occurrences, as a means of obtaining that knowledge of themselves, which is understandable. You got to go within self. Stop asking me what the heck you should be doing with your life. Stop asking the pastor. Stop asking the liaison. Stop asking the counselor. Stop asking the sponsor. You don't need no goddamn sponsor. What, you a baby forever? You only need a sponsor up until you're about 6 years old, 7 years old. After that, you should be able to stand perpendicularly on your own square and take care of yourself and do it on purpose. Why do you need somebody to tell you how to be good on Sundays? You 55 years old and you still going to church? I swear on my soul, if I was 55 years old and still going to church, it's going to be my church. You niggas going to be coming into my church. At 55, I can see if you're 13, 15, 21. But you niggas is old. How much Christ can you be worshiping? You should know the whole Bible. How many Bibles have you to have already at 65 years old? Huh? I just came from church Sunday. It's the same message from 1967. I ain't lying. He that seeketh findeth. That day gonna open up. Trust me. And there ain't gonna be no mystery God there with you when you do. Because you already been knocking and got your things answered. Did you see the mystery God? In fact, you niggas forgot about the mystery God. And later on did you go and say, oh yeah, Jesus, I do thank you for that Audi that you just able me to get. What's that name, that pastor? There's a pastor who give out a lot of money. And they only tell people this shit early in the morning. Early. Pastor Bump Off or some shit. I forget his name. I'm going to get this guy's name. This guy, she said, you told me if she used the anointing oil that I would get a new house. And if I used the anointing oil that I would get a new job. And I go to court and everybody who got a lien against me and who want to collect from me, all those things has disappeared. She said, I want to know where Pastor Bump Off was getting all this money. I said, God damn it, that's what I want to know too. Is this tax-free? Is this coming from the government? There's no pastor other than this pastor. I gotta get his name, and I'm probably not quoting this dude's name right, but it's some crazy name too close to that. What I'm saying, Bump Off, Pop Off, Poo Poo, something like that. Puff. It almost reminds me of the commercial that come on right after it. Puff. It makes all the smell go away. He's kind of similar to that commercial. And I'll be half asleep. So when I be hearing it, it's kind of like I'm to and fro in the earth and back out. I'm, astro traveling and still trying to pay attention to what's going here on earth. You know how we do. We want to multitask. Well, if you do it in the macro, you're going to do it in the macro too. Don't think that's something new. A nigga multitasking. That shit, listen. There's niggas who made more than one babies at one time. Now, how about that part? I know you won't find that hard to believe, and that's because you only human. But once you come up out of your humanism, you're going to see a whole lot more. Real talk. I ain't lying. I want to bring you out of the human stage, y'all. That's all. I want to show you that what I see, and that's what's more phenomenal than that of this getting up and working from 9 to 5, getting a white picket fence in a beautiful house and retiring and dying in your fucking rocking chair. Man's mind may be linked to a garden, which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, whether you be stupid or not, there's a quote that says, a man who fails to plan, plans to fail. And guess what? All this shit, all your shit, everything that you've created, it must and will bring and come forth. That's right. Oh, yes, I'm here to bust your bubble today for all that bullshit. It's going to come forth. Hey, you're not going to be able to do nothing in existence and not be able to have consequences and repercussions of it. No, not even me. Just because I'm handsome, looking good, talking good, sassy shit, that don't mean that I'm exempt from the motherfucking law of physics that's governing this paradigm that you call Earth. Huh? I'm just the nigga that's here to tell you how to escape it. So whether you cultivate or neglect your mind, it's going to come forth. You got to manifest to whatever degree that you've been warranting for yourself. So if no useful seeds are put into it, then guess what? An abundance of useless seeds will fall therein. It's plain and simple. It don't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure this out. And guess what? All those works will even continue to produce that of its kind. So you'll just have a big fucked up year waiting for a new year if you don't plan a purposeful life to do well. Huh? Everybody all right? In the immortal words of Bobby Hemmett? I like that. I like to make sure that I ain't mentally got you fucking crying or creaming. Or some of you probably already smacked me because I'm speaking such harshness to you. But if you're hearing it like this, then guess what? It's meant for you to get it that way. I wanted to fight the nigga too who told me put a diaper on and sit in the middle of the room. That's why I love you. You that shit. You supposed to want to fight. And get your shit together. And start talking that sassy shit too. Because I'm going to tell you, all you niggas is where you are by law of your own being. Satan didn't make you do it. Your mom didn't make you do it. Your father didn't put you in that fucked up condition that you're in. Or whether you had a lack thereof father, your priest, pastor, godfather, brother, sister, nobody. It was you. And the faster and the quicker you could come to grips and terms with that, the better you can recover it and overcome and step into the godlike state of existence, or even better. I'm gonna give you earthly people just where that extent of becoming a god. If I tell you go, I'm already shaking and testing the waters and saying about I'm God Almighty. Shoot, I can't tell you that nothing more than that, which it is. But you're not even ready to grasp the concept of being God first, so I can't take you no further than that. Check. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I think I said enough. Y'all got enough information for today. Y'all definitely got enough information for today. And just anything that you aren't clear of, you can always revisit this video. All right. And or you could get in the comment section. I don't have no problem with responding to you people comments. Keep in mind, there's no stupid comment. I don't care what you say. There's no dumb statement. I realize there's different mentalities out here. And yes, some are very debased and ignorant and fucked up. But I'm the type of cat that's here to help that individual out. I'm not going to step on you. I'm not going to throw you under the train or the airplane. You've been thrown under the bus. Where we from, we throw you under the earth if you ain't really right. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to uplift you. I'll do you that of what Beyonce did to the nation. May all the women have fatter butts and twerk it real good. That's an upgrade, man. You women wasn't doing nothing like that until Beyonce showed them that. So now that I'm bringing a higher intelligence, nobody's going to be thinking like I'm thinking until I start telling you how to think for yourself. The soul attracts that which secretly it harbors. So if you harboring good thoughts and righteous and pure ideas, then guess what are you going to attract? That of like nature. You better recognize and realize. Hey, look, people, I'm Nate the Great, man. I got to get up out of here. I'm tired. I'm just rambling on right now. I probably want something else to eat and drink. My lady is waiting for me. I got to get up early in the morning and go do other things. And it's been real, you know. Just keep in mind, you're the greatest thing of all existence. And if it wasn't so, then why would there be so many people that seek your demise? Huh? Think about that.